polite person we've found so far. This guy's the most polite one we've found so far.
Where?
You.
I'm not hitting the car.
No, he said excuse me when he came in.
I don't know if they've had snacks or not yet, but we're at Lemur's.
Girl, can you come back here? You can see one.
I see them. I see that Lemur's. I see it too.
And there's one like that. Look at that one. That's
The animals over here.
He must be at their door.
okay. We're rescuing a clipboard.
Oh no.
It's drowning. It's got very important data.
Guys, stop.
Careful. Don't bump this.
I'm coming.
Come over.
Five. Next five. 6. Well, it's 5. That would be 6. Oh, 6 because there's 1, 4, 5,
You make the animals happy in our photos. Oh no, somebody lost their clipboard.
Oh yeah, it's mine.
Oh dear.
Yeah, somebody bumped me and it went. That was a wonderful thing. It's done it 3 times. I'll keep my eye on it. Okay, a possible jumper. What's up there? Nope. Still going to be the farther. Possible jumper. Another possible jumper. Right?
Oh, now he's walking. Come, wait. There you go. Is he climbing the tree?
Whoa. Walk gently.
Careful with the camera. Mom, come here, look at that monkey. Go right there. Monkey. And what monkeys are they called too? There. Mom, what monkey is this? Mom, Mom. What kind of monkey is this one? Black.
Just watch out for the people. Spread out.
Excuse me. No, not us. Like in dinosaur. Maybe dinosaur. Derek, there's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 of them. They're lemurs.
There's other places right over here because if you hit this, then
Oh,
it rains
they're
will
good. They are real
That's a big
good.
camera. I only have one about that big. Small.
These are the ones we're seeing. There's 6 lemurs. There's 8. One went into the cave. There's one back there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 way back there. 1 way back there.
Its tails are really long.
I know. Well, at least the grown-ups ones are.
Yeah.
And I saw you earlier in the Komodo dragons.
Yeah.
See?
Get down. Get in the stroller right now. Please, please. Again.
Right here.
Could I get you to move over a little? There you go. Can you move over a little? Yeah.
That's a dinosaur.
Ready to go.
It sounds like you and Lee, Jeff. What were you and Lee night?
Right there.
Look at them.
Wow. Get closer, closer. They're brown.
Probably look at each other. Thank you. Look at, yeah, that's it. You're right.
So even in a light breeze, he tends to get blown back and forth a little bit. There we go. And demonstrate how. Now, which prevents wildlife, livestock, or even people from coming into contact with those diseases and getting sick them for us. There you go, and you can see that good wing pattern, dark in the front, silvery gray towards the back. You see that on a large dark bird flying overhead, more than likely you're looking at a turkey vulture. As I said, the head. So you may be wondering at this point what these guys are. Well, in recent years, scientists have been comparing the DNA of a lot of different bird species to find out what groups they belong in. And they found that the New World vultures, like the turkey vultures, are actually most closely related to the storks. So they've actually moved them into the stork family. A lot of the old field guides still reflect the fact that these guys were grouped with raptors, but now in most of the newer publications, having a little problem there. This bird actually came to us from a rehabilitation center. Actually, Modoc did too. But this bird is here because it is unable to fly. And so we... She looks a little distracted right now. We'll give her just a tiny bit of a break and then we'll try again. She's kind of a young bird and she's just been flying in the program. Good job. Okay, now she's got a little bit of mouse meat there as her reward. She's going to hide that from everyone very quickly. And much of their habitat, what is left, is being degraded due to things like grazing and also the introduction of introduced species of plants that don't help support their natural diet as well, which is mostly ground and also what areas that they're using as stopover points and things like that to feed on during their migration. And rabbits and things like that. And watch her fly back and forth a couple of times, and then we're going to have her kind of chase a fake rabbit here in just a second. So you can see how a raptor hunts out in the wild. There you go, Cree. Good job. You can see that blonde tail of hers helps distinguish her from the red. Well, what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be swinging this lure. A little bit more fidgety than normal here today. Okay, there you go. Now, with her, instead of pulling a bird lure with her, because these guys aren't mammal specialists, they're bird specialists, like most falcons. And this lure goes. Now, we're not going to let her get her lure right away. We want to give her a chance to do a little flying. Oh, there she goes. Gives you a chance for her to get some exercise. You can see her fly, but she's not supposed to fly quite that direction. So keep your eyes open. She'll probably be back here in just a second. She could be coming from any angle. Here she comes. There you go. Now, again, look at her. She flies long, pointed wings. That's one of the things that distinguishes her as a falcon. Also, a long tail that helps with maneuverability. Also, she's got that radio transmitter hanging off of her leg there. Now, this bird normally lives up in the Arctic, so they don't have to maneuver around trees, and they can build up some really amazing speeds. Here, she does have to work with the trees a little bit, so she doesn't get going quite as fast, but she's still pretty impressive. Okay, just a couple more passes here, and then we'll bring her back down. Oh. Now, this is not a bird that flies silently and sneaks up on her prey. She's her incredible speed to catch her prey. There she comes. Come on, Kenai. There you go. Good job. Try and match the animal's natural diets as closely as possible. So in the wild, she'll eat a lot of ducks, geese, ptarmigan, other birds. She'll also eat some ground prey like lemmings, snowshoe hares, and things like that. But birds seem to be her distinct favorite, so that's what she gets mostly here at the zoo. Another piece to get her back up on my glove here. Come on, Kenai. And then we'll hand her off to get her a little bit closer for everybody to get another look at. She's learned that if she flips her lure over, she gets 2 pieces of meat because we put a piece on either side, so no matter which way it lands, she gets something. Come on, Kenai. There you go. Oh. Come on, you. That's my foot. You don't want that. Oh. Okay, well, I'm going to hand her off to Sandy here, and she'll bring her up closer. Remember to look at her eyes, see what color they are, and look for that malar stripe. It's not as distinct on the gyrfalcon, but it's still there, and you can still get a good look at it. Again, she'll be eating a little piece of quail meat there as she goes. Just put her leash on here real quick. And take the transmitter off. And there she goes. Okay. Now, gyrfalcons, as I said, are an Arctic species. This is not a bird that you're likely to see in a residential area or even in the city. But we do have them here in Washington State. We're at the very southern end of their migratory range, so they sometimes come down in the winter time, a few of these birds, to places that mimic their natural tundra habitat, wide open areas like the Skagit or Sandwich Flats or the potholes in eastern Washington. So those are places you might get a chance to see a gyrfalcon. But you can see other falcons here in the city. We have merlins. We also have peregrine falcons, which many of you may know are actually nesting downtown in the Washington Mutual building. Not only here in Seattle, but also they're nesting down in Tacoma this year. And that's really spectacular for a couple of reasons. Number one, that we can have spectacular birds like peregrines in a downtown area, and they can do that because they're cliff nesters. Because not too long ago, peregrines were almost completely wiped out here in North America. They've been persecuted, but it was mostly a pesticide called DDT to plummet. Well, those birds have come back quite well since they got protection under the Endangered Species Act, and DDT was outlawed. And we're now going to go ahead and... Here he comes. Good job. They were actually proposed for delisting from the Endangered Species Act, but they're afraid that when they do, they have no habitat protection. And though DDT was the problem for their reduced numbers, today habitat destruction is really the main cause for animals in peril. And unfortunately, there's nothing that these birds can do about habitat destruction. Only you and I can do something about that. And it can be really simple things. You can eat organic produce, you can plant native vegetation in your yard, you can recycle and things like that. You can also help support wildlife organizations that set aside land for wild animals. There are things you can do to help protect wildlife in the long term. So we thank you very much for coming to today's program, taking the first step to learn about these birds. We hope you had a good time, and we hope you have a wonderful afternoon here at the zoo. Thank you very much for coming. We will be coming to the fence to answer any questions you may have. So if you have a question, come on down. I'd like to introduce the other folks that help with today's program. This is Sandy. She's got the gyrfalcon, and Pat has the barred owl. These two... You want to take a guess how much he weighs? 12 pounds, you guess? Any other guesses?
4. 4 pounds.
How much?
8.
4 pounds. Typical for a male. Males tend to be between about 6 and 9 pounds. Females are about 10.
Oh, I saw that. I was 17.
He has no natural fear. He's just like a wild bird.
I have my male server on my
So that might fly.
7 pounds. I did.
I just showed him now on the computer, but
It depends on what kind of bird they are and
that's the one that came in on the board.
it's coming into people's yards.
Identity set up.
You call that a growl? This guy is willing to pose for a second, so I'm going to get that. Great face.
We had him for about 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. It was a hot day though, and I started panting. Talking leopard.
Hi. Oh, hi.